Top 3 free real estate seller lead ideas for 2022. Now, during the last 3.5 years, I've personally worked with over 230 real estate agents, real estate brokers, and real estate teams to help them generate both free and both paid real estate seller leads online. Now, every imaginable paid and free real estate seller lead source you can think of, we've seen it all when it comes down to online marketing. And today's video, what I want to do with you is to share with you exactly what we've seen to work the best for free real estate seller lead generation, really for real estate agents, real estate teams, and specifically for real estate brokers. Now, I wanted to record this video for you specifically because as a real estate agent, I know that you constantly get bombarded with different ideas for lead generation, right? Different tactics, different tools, different services that promise to give you the best absolute leads. So everybody says to you that they've got the best leads, and so many agents I've been talking with, they've been badly being burned in the past by tons of these companies in the past. So today I'm going to walk you through different free real estate seller lead sources available to you right now today. And I'm also going to give you practical tools and strategies to help you decide exactly what's going to be the most optimal strategy for you specifically based on the situation where you're at. And also I'm going to help you build a profitable, not paid, but actually organic marketing system that's going to allow you to generate new listing clients consistently every single month without spending a dime on your advertising. So before we jump into this video though, it is of crucial importance that we get on the same page and agree on what exactly does it mean to have a real estate seller leads. What does that mean? Because a lot of times when I look at these videos on YouTube or when I talk with real estate agents, a lot of real estate agents think that real estate seller lead is a piece of contact information, right? It's a name, address, phone number, and an email address. Now, that's not what we talk about in this video because we at Nosu, we prefer to look at things from their core principles. And to me personally, the proper definition of a real estate seller lead is number one, when identifiable homeowner signals exclusively to you that they're interested in selling their home, and number two, that you have means of getting in contact with them. So again, to bring clarity around this does not mean that we're gonna go to Zillow and take random FISBOs and say, okay, this is a real estate seller lead. Or this does not mean that we go to a database and grab a bunch of information from there and start cold calling those people and try to get them to sell their house. Because if we take random information from Zillow, that homeowner has not exclusively signaled to you that they want to sell their house with you, right? That has not happened. And also, if you take random information from a database, well, obviously I don't have to explain that, right? At that point, they're just a homeowner, random person who owns a house. They are not real estate seller leads. Again, they haven't even said to you that they want to sell their house. These things are, again, not seller leads. These are just sellers, or sometimes they're just homeowners, and they have not signaled to you that they are interested in selling their home. Now, having said that, let's dive right into the actual practical applications of this. So when it comes to real estate seller lead generation, you're going to have two types of real estate seller lead sources. So number one is going to be paid leads. Number two is going to be the free leads. Like I said previously, in this video, we're going to talk about the number two. So how to generate the free real estate seller lead. But I do want to preface this video by saying that a lot of agents, they do make the mistake of jumping too early into the paid sources. People whip out their credit card, they pay for ads, they pay for leads, and just block out everything else out there and go at it without really building their organic marketing machine. And that's fine and everything, but again, if you're a real estate agent making, say, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year, well, sure, you could go to paid lead sources, but really if you haven't built up, your organic marketing, it's kind of like being a real estate investor, right? Trying to buy properties for a good price, but then you go out there and you buy the same houses you could have gotten for $500,000. You just buy those for like $1 million for absolutely no reason, right? So that's exactly how most real estate agents kind of right now think about marketing. They go out there, they pay for marketing, they pay for postcards, pay for mailers, pay for ads before even leveraging the free methods that are available to them right now today. So let's dive right into the top 3 strategies right now today to generate free real estate sell leads online. These are things you can implement right now today after watching this video. So number one is going to be organic Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn marketing. Now, I know what you may be thinking. I'm already having a Facebook platform, I already have an Instagram profile, I already have a LinkedIn profile. But let me ask you, how many listing appointments per month do you currently generate from those profiles? And the case for most real estate agents is that there's either none or there's very, very few, or it's very, very inconsistent. So that's exactly the point. Most real estate agents do have these profiles, and it's usually actually filled with hundreds, and usually in most cases when you add this up, they have thousands of local homeowners in that audience, but they're not leveraging it to this full extent. Quite often I see people just using automated tools or very generic posting, or once in a while maybe they post a picture of their dog, something like that, but really very, very few people have an actual proper strategy to execute on these platforms. Now the beauty of this is that you do already have those profiles though. So in actually a lot of cases what we've seen is that people have 1,000, 2,000, in many cases even 5,000 local people in that organic audience. So because of that reason, I do rank still Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn as the number one source because of two main reasons. Number one is level of difficulty. So everybody out there, when you go to YouTube and you search, okay, how to get listings, right? The first thing you see pop up is live prospecting on homeowners from a cold list, right? And there's this guy who films this video and he cold calls 3 to 4 hours a day, uses skilled question, all these types of things. Another thing you might see right now, especially trending with real estate agents, is filming TikToks, right? Picking up your camera, being entertaining, being funny, all these types of things. Or once in a while, of course, you see people talk about running ad funnels, scaling through Google ads, scaling through Facebook ads, and all these types of things. But genuinely, when you look at the marketplace and you look at real estate agents, how many real estate agents actually, number one, have the skill to cold call in a very high level? These homeowners have no idea who you are, right? And also, how many realtors have the skill right from the get-go to, for example, entertaining TikTok that's going to reach thousands and thousands and thousands of homeowners and eventually convert into a listing appointment, right? Or again, how many people have the discipline to cold call every day for 3 to 4 hours a day, or film a video every day to a TikTok, right? And that's where the level of difficulty comes in. Of course, it's nice if you can do a lot of cold calling and get listings that way, and you do have the discipline to do it. And of course, it's nice if you can, as an example, film entertaining TikToks. If that's you, that's great. But what we found is with these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, is that virtually every realtor out there, they already have that audience there, right? So they don't need to build a new audience. They already have friends, followers, likes on Facebook, connections on LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. So the platform is already there, and no matter how experienced or how skilled you are, a lot of these people actually already know you. And because of these reasons, it's actually very easy to generate around 1 to 2 listings a month for virtually every realtor out there from these platforms. Now, 1 to 2 listings a month, it may not sound like a big goal, but let's say I ask you, let's say you add additional 15 listings a year from your Facebook profile. How much would that be worth to you on every year when it comes down to your income? And the beauty of this is that this is all free. Like I said, you're not spending anything on leads, you're not spending anything on ads, it's all free marketing, right? And another beauty of this is you can only spend very small amount of time. So literally, to use Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, they're all very, very similar platforms, and you can actually get clients from those by spending less than maybe 1 to 3 hours a week. You just have to do it properly, right? So that's the first level, or that's the first reason I do recommend doing it, is because of that level of difficulty. It's very easy, it's very simple to set up. And number 2 is really the speed of results. So like I said, virtually everyone has a Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn account. And due to that reason, it's again, kind of like starting a YouTube channel, right? Let's say you start a completely new YouTube channel, you have 0 subscribers, you have to build it up from 0. Well, with Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, most of you guys already have, right now today, when you go to those platforms, you already have around 3,000 people there. So it's kind of like having a YouTube channel of 3,000 subscribers right from the get-go. And so because of that reason, most of our clients who have just started with these platforms, started with these simple things, they have been able to get their first listing in usually 1 to 3 months. The fastest I've seen is literally in 2 weeks after working with us, or getting their first listing, never having gotten a listing from Facebook before. So that's why I would recommend starting with these: Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And some of the examples are, of course, your personal profile. You're going to have your business page. You're going to have Facebook groups, and of course, referrals on steroid strategy, where you can actually generate referrals from your new client's profile. So it kind of creates that fast referral feedback loop, so to say, that's going to have that exponential effect. So that's the number 1. Number 2 is going to be YouTube SEO. Now, you're watching this video, that's exactly what we're doing right now in this video. We're doing YouTube SEO. Now, YouTube is a totally different beast. This is a completely different thing from Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. But the reason I rank this as number 2 is due to its long-term scalability and evergreen effect. So once you build your YouTube channel, again, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but once you have built your YouTube channel, the beauty of this is it will keep feeding you new, fresh, relevant eyeballs for years to come. As with Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, the issue is it's nice to get results quickly, but most of the time your posts, they kind of get lost after a couple of days, maybe maximum about a week, and then you have to do it again. So also, the beauty of YouTube is that this platform is obviously owned by Google. So once you have this set up and running, it's kind of like having $1,000, $2,000, maybe $3,000 a month in Google ad spend. You know, those companies who spend money on Google AdWords. Well, with YouTube, you can actually get that organically. You can get that traffic for free every single month. So YouTube, it's pretty much closest thing that you're gonna get when it comes down to generating those hot, inbound people reaching out to you from a place where they already know you, they're already familiar with you, they want to work with you right away, right? YouTube is pretty much the closest thing when it comes down to doing that. There are some downsides to this strategy though, and the very first thing I want to mention is level of difficulty, because a lot of times, for example, with Facebook and Instagram, well, those platforms we can show you, you can get rolling, and you're good to go in about 3 hours. As with YouTube, this strategy is not for you unless you're ready to put in some time and effort to learning it. So it does take time, at least 10, I would say 30 hours to properly learn it. And you do need to also learn skills, right? Skills like SEO, skills like how to film a video, how to edit the video, and so on and so forth. And that does take time. And I know what you may be thinking right now, oh, I had this company reach out to me and they told me they would do my YouTube videos. That's not how it works. You just can't hire a random 20-year-old old guy and get that person to film your videos, right? That's not gonna work that way. I do want to mention though that this is not rocket science, right? It's not a question of you going to, university and studying physics for 10 years and being this genius to learn YouTube, right? Really to put in 10, 30 hours to learn YouTube, it's not that big of a deal to learn a business skill. It's not a lot of time, but there is a huge demand for these local, high quality, informative, genuine real estate videos. A lot of times, if right now you think about from the position of homeowner, they do want to learn more about their city. They do want to learn more about the real estate market. They do want to learn about these things, but the issue is, again, most real estate content out there, it's very general, it's very automatic, it's not that quality, right? So the competition in most markets you're in is pretty much going to be non-existent. Now, right now, if you're saying you're in Manhattan or you're in Austin or these other more competitive markets, sure, there might be a couple people here and there doing high quality videos as well. But like I said, in most markets, what we've seen based on our research, actually like literally no videos. I've seen that as well, literally absolutely no videos. And so in the worst case, you might have a couple people here and there who are already kind of established. But really, there is not that much competition when you compare it to a lot of other industries where there's literally hundreds of people trying to do videos on there. Now, the biggest mistake I've seen most real estate agents make when they go to YouTube and try to generate clients from there is that they start filming a lot of videos on the platform, right? So they do a lot of effort, they pick up their camera, maybe they get some gear, maybe they hire someone local to film videos for them, right? And they go on YouTube and they start filming these videos and then they upload these videos on the platform, expecting it to get views. But then for whatever reason, they don't get the views. So they really don't understand the platform and how YouTube actually works. So like we discussed earlier, YouTube, it is owned by Google, right? So because of that reason, YouTube is also an SEO based platform. What that means for you is, let's say you imagine a local homeowner searches for, as an example, how to sell my house in Austin, how to sell my house in Nashville, right? They search it up on Google or they search it up on YouTube and then the videos start popping up. Another way this can happen actually as well on YouTube is that they might search it on Google. But YouTube actually has the data that the person has searched it up on Google, being on a certain website, and then randomly YouTube recommends them a video about that topic, right? So YouTube, like I said, it is an SEO-based platform. So when you make your videos, make sure your videos are targeting a specific topic. And so the point here is, if you want to get a lot of views, you want to get clients from YouTube, your video needs to be the most comprehensive video about a certain topic. And that's why I brought up the competition before, is because in the real estate space right now, most local markets right now, there are not that many videos that are competing against you. So when you have a lot of videos, just think about how many things homeowners search right now on YouTube, right? Every single month, there's probably hundreds, if not thousands of people searching different things about real estate. Well, what if you create 30, 50 different videos that are the most comprehensive, and every time somebody searched up on YouTube, somebody searched that up on Google, your video pops up. And then those people start watching your videos over and over again. What do you think is going to happen if you start getting all those people watching you, your videos, your tone of voice, and everything else? And at the end of the day, you may add a little call to action here and there, right? Well, the only thing that can happen is you generate a lot of business that's going to be inbound. So people have seen your videos, they reach out to you, but also most importantly, from a place where they're very, very familiar with who you are, what you do, your personality, and so on and so forth. So this is the closest thing you'll get that's going to be, as an example, referral, right? Somebody refers you, you go on a listing appointment, they're ready to go. Well, YouTube is the closest thing you can really get that exact result, and actually probably even better result than that. So that's why I would rank YouTube number 2. Number 1, it's free. Number 2, the leads that are coming in are the highest quality you'll get ever online. And number 3 is because of the evergreen effect. You create a video today, that same video will be there as long as it is the most comprehensive video. It's going to get views, it's going to get traffic, and all this traffic, again, it's very, very specific, it's very, very relevant. These are actual local homeowners, again, looking at your videos. These are not, as an example, on TikTok, quite often, sure, you might have 10,000 views, but what are those 10,000 views, right? Quite often, those 10,000 views might be 10-year-old kids. There may be people from India, people from another country, right? If you get those types of traffic, sure, that's fine. You're getting a lot of views, you're getting a lot of likes. But at the end of the day, if those likes don't actually transfer over to actual listing appointments and actual listings, who cares, right? We don't care about, we're not 10-year-olds, we don't care about having a lot of likes. If you're a real estate agent, you probably mostly care about how much money you made. And that's exactly what YouTube will allow you to do. You may not get millions and millions of views, but even if you get like a couple hundred views per video, those views can easily generate you $10,000, $20,000, even $30,000 a month. So that's why YouTube is ranked number 2. Number 3, email broadcasts, the classical email marketing. This has been around for decades. Since the start of the internet, people have been using emails. And because of that reason, this is the number 1 thing you need to build for your business. Your email list will be when you end your career. When you're 70 years old, you're 80 years old, you can't sell any more houses, you will still have your email platform. You will still have your email list. Now, I can't say that about TikTok. Right? We can't say that 20 years from here, 30 years from here, there will be TikTok. Most likely, TikTok won't be there. But your email list, this is something that will be here forever. So because of that reason, email list building and email broadcast specifically, these are the most under-leveraged marketing channel right now in 2022. There's many reasons for doing email marketing. Number 1 is it's platform proof. Like I said, no matter if your account gets banned from Facebook, no matter if TikTok goes away, TikTok gets banned. No matter if your YouTube channel, for whatever reason, it gets deleted, you will always have your email list. I can't tell you how many times, as an example, our ads have stopped working or anything like that. We've always been able to use our email list to generate more appointments. So that's number 1 reason, it's platform proof. Number 2, it's virtually free. You can have 10,000 people in your email database that you build from your ads, you build from your organic marketing, you build from doing these different things. And again, you send an email, it's virtually free. Sure, you pay maybe a service fee for your email provider, broadcast provider, but that's like $50, that's like $100, right? That's nothing to stay in front of your database over and over again on a weekly basis. And number 3, why I like email marketing is because you can speak exactly to who you want. On any of these platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, the people who see your posts, those are going to be determined by the platform. But on email, you can actually even add any email address. You can literally add email address of mine. You can add email address of Elon Musk if you have it, and you can add it to your email marketing. So that's why I like email marketing as well, is because you can stay in touch with exact people you want to stay in touch with. If you have leads coming in from Zillow, you have leads coming in from Facebook, you have leads coming in from YouTube, whatever platform you're using, you can always talk to those exact people with email marketing. Now, this is kind of like the same thing as I talk with Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You may be thinking, right, I already have a database, I'm already sending out drip campaigns, I got this thing, right? Well, obviously the biggest issue, and again, I can ask the same question, right? How many listing appointments you're getting? So obviously the biggest issue with email marketing is that a lot of people don't pay attention to how they do the actual email marketing. And quite often the content people send to their email list, it may be things like market updates, random houses, maybe generic drip campaigns, right? And this won't obviously result into a large amount of real estate transactions. So in most cases, if you are using right now drip campaign from KV Core or drip campaign from whatever sell leads service you've used maybe in the past, those types of campaigns have a lot of different problems with them. Number one, it's obviously going to cause people to unsubscribe. Number two, a lot of your emails that you're sending out, they're going to go to spam. Number three, they're going to ruin your email domain reputation. And number three, obviously this will result into very low open rates. So you can send a lot of emails, you can send all the emails you want, but if the content you're sending out, it's not causing people to watch them over and over and over again, read to them over and over again, well, you're going to have just very low open rates, and the performance of your email marketing strategy will be therefore very, very low. Now, obviously for our private clients, when we work with them with our program, we have a specific 130-day seller email strategy that we actually use for this exact purpose, right? To turn those into listing appointments. But to give you a couple main pointers about and tips about email marketing, number one, make your emails personal. So don't use a tacky email marketing most real estate agents have. It's kind of like a very salesy, there's a big print picture, whatever. Don't do that, right? Make your emails personal, use regular font, use regular email style, just like you would send a regular email to your colleague or to your client, right? If you talk with your client, you're not gonna send a big, massive image and say, call me right now today, right? It's gonna be very personal. It's just like that one-on-one email you're using. So do that same exact thing with your email broadcast. When you send an email to 10,000 people, those people will feel like that email is specifically for them. So keep that in mind. Number two, make them unique. So again, avoid automating this, avoid using a general template or something like that. Make them unique, make them specific to your local market, and that's gonna cause people to open those emails over and over again. And number three will be to focus on the long-term goodwill building. This is the massive thing. A lot of people kind of skip over this, but again, make your emails valuable, make it something people actually want to read. That's going to cause people to open your emails. That's going to cause them to stay on your email list. And that's really going to cause them to do eventually business with you. So having said this, I've actually filmed a video that shows you exactly all the insights we've learned from sending over 12 million emails in the last year alone. So if you'd like to see that video, I'll add a little end screen here. Click on this little box and you'll be able to check that out video for free. It's going to show you exactly all the steps, insights, all the strategies we're using to send those emails while remaining at a high open rate, high engagement rate, and obviously high profitability. So check that video out. It's going to show you exactly how to build an organic email marketing machine. Click on this video right now and I'll see you there.